Hey, good morning, guys. Trying to warm up the room here a little bit. And I said I was going in 5 minutes, and it's just a few minutes, but I want to just say hi. Worked hard on doing a video this morning and came across 2 homes with basements that really intrigued me, really 3. But if you would tell me who you are, that would be helpful to me, and where you are, like what city you're in. Most of my subscribers are from out of the city, and so I always like that. Of course, I'm thinking it's not quite 8 o'clock, so that's not quite 5 o'clock West Coast. So, may have a few people that are just waking up on the West Coast. A couple of things great. Talk about these 2 basement homes. If you're relocating to the greater Charlotte area, know that the market here is hot, hot, hot. In resale homes, it has been that we've been in bidding wars where, you put a house on the market and within 2 days, everyone that wants to buy it has to give their highest and best offer. So you need to have a really good buyer agent if you're going to buy a house in Charlotte. But now on new construction, we're starting to see some competition that way. We're starting to also see where builders are saying, hey, Carlos, good morning again from Chile. Appreciate you popping on there. South America. So what we're seeing now is builders saying, okay, we're going to sell, let's say 4 homes this month in this subdivision, no more. That's one trend. That's kind of crazy. But I think it's to keep up with production and not to have the builder, the actual man or woman that's building the house, be in too many homes. Hey, Carlos, help me. Is my sound good? I had a little problem with one of my recorders today and did some troubleshooting. I think I'm good, but just tell me out there in the chat if the sound is clear and not distorted. So that's one thing. So on a good level, builders are not running 30 houses. There's one major builder that's been notorious for running people that way. And I just heard about a few of their builders leaving not long ago. So what I'm saying to you is it's hot down here. You want a good buyer's agent. I've got Rodney Jones, Denise O'Farrell, Chris Nordyke. He's actually from the West Coast. And we've got Donnie Morrison, Marlon Rodriguez. If you want somebody bilingual, he's really, really good. And he's from Costa Rica. And Gina White, good morning. Hey, thanks so much, Gina. Gina, tell me, is the sound good? I can't hear it because I'm live. If you're watching this in the restream, I'm going to have a live video. Okay, good. Thanks, Carlos. I'm going to have a live, not a live video, but a video of one of the homes with two homes with basements, maybe 3. And if you have a question, by the way, Gina, thank you. You're welcome to leave that for me. So the market's hot. Not only resale with multiple offer scenarios, everything sells fast. I know it is around the country too, because I get calls all the time from New York, California, and points in between. Just moved 2 couples from Wisconsin here in the last few months. So, all right, Gina, thank you. So on new construction, we're seeing almost a bidding war for lots, like even a lot lottery. I know that Pulte has been doing that around the corner from where I live here at Castleford Reserve. And it's been hard to buy a lot. And I heard yesterday they're going to do that again over in Southstone. And so it's, the builders are saying we don't want to build more than, say, 4 homes in each neighborhood a month. So there could be some psychological warfare behind that. But by the way, Jack says hi, drinking out of his mug today. We are probably about ready to open up some merch on the YouTube channel. By the way, I was going through my desk and found a really beautiful card that I'd saved from a year or so ago from Chris and Nicole. It said, Dear Roger and Jack. Dear Roger and Jack. And by the way, they included a little something for Jack. Dear Roger and Jack, the enthusiasm and knowledge that you have for your job is unmatched. And we couldn't have even imagined working with anybody else. You are the best. Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, location, location, relocation. You are the best. Thank you for helping us through the process. It's much appreciated. Chris and Nicole, they moved here from Levittown, baby, Long Island. All right, so we got a few people on. Thanks so much for popping in. So here's what I want to tell you about 2 homes with basements. Now, if your price point, now see, here's a house in Bent Creek. It's Lancaster or Indian Land, just south of Charlotte. Great neighborhood. Taylor Morrison has been building in there. Toll Brothers was at first, and then now Jones Homes USA. Well, Toll Brothers has 1 house left. I can't believe this house hasn't sold. It's one of their best plans, and it's got a full basement. I mean, it's got a killer basement, and it's an unfinished basement, so you can do whatever you want with that 2,400 square feet in the basement. It could be a multi-generational suite. In fact, if you pull into the driveway, you'll see it on the video. If this is the restream, you'll see a video link to that exact house where you can pull into the driveway and you can have a little walkway that goes down to and around to the basement where you could build a multi-generational suite. It'd be separate entrance, it'd be killer. But this house is so cool. It's priced at $575. Toll Brothers, and it's their Benson plan. When they first opened in Bent Creek, that Benson model was just like, wow. And I shot a video for John and Deborah out of Houston. They're in North Carolina now, but that video just kind of blew up. I fell in love with the plan. Now here's the last house, and I've got a handful of YouTube subscribers within walking distance of this house. It's on a corner. It's really neat. It's priced at $575, and it's got over 3,000 square feet of heated living area, finished, and then it's got about 2,400 square feet of basement that could be just about whatever you want. It's 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath. That's one house with a basement. And then there's another one. We had one of my subscribers come in town this last week with Rodney, and Rodney actually helped her to buy a house in this neighborhood called Harpers Point. But there's a house I've been meaning to get over there to shoot it. It's priced about $772 right now. And you say, why? Well, it's got a water view, waterfront. I mean, you can literally go out on your deck and see the water. It's Taylor Morrison. It's in a little neighborhood called Harpers Point, Charlotte address on the southwest side of Charlotte. Man, is this house cool. And if you want a video of a house like that, if 772 is in your price point, it's a very cool little enclave. And really appreciate Rodney taking such good care of this lady and helping her through the process. And you know what Rodney told her? He said, look, if you are really thinking about buying a house, she said, I've identified this neighborhood and there are 4 lots. He said, look, and this is good advice. The market's hot, hot, hot. If you really want it, number one, you could ask Roger to go shoot an updated video of the house that I'm talking about now with the basement, or he could go do an updated video of the neighborhood. Maybe he and Jack walking down the street or whatever. But anyway, he gave her good advice. She came in town. He took really good care of her, used her time very wisely, and it was just special. The house on Bent Creek, Carlos, the one in Bent Creek is that Benson from Toll Brothers with a basement. And then there is another house. And I don't know, Carlos. He's asking, how long do you think it will slow down the market? It's moving so fast and crazy until when? And who knows, right? Because the new administration, the economy could be shifting, obviously, there with higher taxes now and more regulation. So who really knows? But I will say this, Charlotte is an amazing relocation destination for so many people. Why? Well, it's better to me than the East Coast because even there on, Myrtle, Hilton Head, that's where the hurricanes come. Now, I lived in Hilton Head for 3 years. It didn't bother me. Hurricanes started to come one time. I just went out and had a talk with her and told her to go up further on up the road, as Eric Clapton sang. But a lot of people are nervous about that. So again, being 3 or 4 hours inland is pretty sweet. Not that we haven't had a hurricane, but we're also close to the mountains. So I talked to somebody a day or two ago and said, well, my husband likes, he doesn't want to be on the coast for that reason. And he likes snow sports. And so I said, hey, you got the mountains. Rodney Jones goes up with his family and goes, hits, I think in Virginia, which is the next state up, and or to the mountains of North Carolina. And there's some snow activity there, et cetera. So guys, so that second house with a basement is in Harpers Point. It's priced at $772, and it's got a finished basement. So that's one of the things that's different. Plus it's a waterfront lot. So it's actually 5 bedrooms and 4 full baths. So you've got a multi-generational finished scenario in the basement there with a bedroom and a bath and a rec room. So that could make your adult child awful happy. You'll never get them out of the basement. And there's something great about having 3 bedrooms on the main level, and then even upstairs there's 2 bedrooms and a bath. So it's like complete multi-generational. It's a very cool plan. It's the Conrad from Taylor Morrison. A little back history. Taylor Morrison bought a great local builder called Bonterra some time ago. And by the way, I'd love to interact with you. If anybody has anything to ask or you want to know about, this is a great time to do it on the live chat, on the live. And I'm not going to hold you long. We're coming up on 10 minutes. So I just want to kind of get these pointed out about the 2 houses with basements. And this is what happens when you're 70 years old. What was I talking about just now? So yeah, the Conrad is the old Bonterra Builders, great local builder, and Taylor Morrison acquired them, really their parent company. And so the Conrad is the old Somerset plan. If any of you know the Bonterra history, the Somerset plan, basically that's the Conrad now, whereas they kept the name on the Whitmore. By the way, closing on a Whitmore this morning with Taylor Morrison, one of my great YouTube subscribers, been a pleasure working with them. But those two ranch plans, the Conrad now, Somerset, and the Whitmore, unbelievable ranch plans from Taylor Morrison, which is the old Bonterra. Those are the old ranch plans. So guys, this Harpers Point is great. It's down by Lake Wiley. And again, this right there, one of the fingers of the lake. Lake Wiley's got a lot of little fingers. You're backing up looking at it right down by the Palisades. There's a country club. There's a golf course nearby. And so it's just a great area. So guys, and for water sports, right around the corner is the marina. And then the great restaurant that we like to eat at out on the deck when the weather's nice. So where are those located ranch places? All right, so if you've got 485 like this, Carlos, and I like to think of it like a clock dial. Down here, I know I'm reversed on the video, but down on the if it was a clock dial, about 7 o'clock on the clock is the southwest portion. And that's where that one ranch plan on Lake Wiley from Taylor Morrison in Harpers Point. If you come around again, 6 o'clock on the clock dial, basically is Ballantyne. You go south, or you could come down NC 16, which is about 5 o'clock on the clock dial. NC 16 goes into town. 521 goes into town, and it's kind of between NC 16, just across the South Carolina border. That's Bent Creek. Yeah, so Bent Creek is South Carolina. Good question. And the Harpers Point is North Carolina, although you can just a couple of miles from South Carolina, but you are in North Carolina. Well, guys, great question. So, Carlos, you're moving from Chile, huh? Come on now. You know way too much about Charlotte already, don't you? Got it. All right. Hey, guys, again, hopefully that you will subscribe, like, and share. And thank you so much for participating this morning. If you have a specific video or a house that we've identified, like for instance, that Harpers Point, if that's in your price point, and if you're 30 to 60 days out from a purchase, that's a good thing to hit me up on and ask me to go shoot at that house. And then let's schedule a tour with either, Rodney Jones, Denise O'Farrell, or one of the agents in the description below. If it's you're watching the restream, we'll have their names, and I've got a handful of and a diverse group of agents. If you go to rogerholloway.com, click on the About tab, More, and then About. I should have a list of my most of these folks that I love working with so very much, guys. Love it. So, guys, again, thank you for hanging in with Jack and me. Thank you to Chris and Nicole for this nice memory from a year or two ago. That kind of stuff keeps you going. Appreciate you guys. We'll let you go. Have an awesome day today, and let's stay in touch, and I'll see you in the next video.